Okay, so today we are pulling back a little bit, and as you can see, S&P, we're in this balance zone, right? So even though this looks a little bearish, we're still in this balance area. If we merge these profiles, you can see that we have some excess on the downside, we have some excess on the upside. Now it's a little bit unbalanced to the upside, so that's why I have it projected target at 51.44. And this 5100 area is gonna be a magnet as long as we are in this range. Right here we have this swing high from the 9th of February where we broke out of, and we left this low volume area which should act as support. So if we get to this level, I'm gonna be looking for longs back into the 5100 area. If for some reason we're able to get below this and hold below the 64 area, I would say I would look for 50.43, which is the 20-day point of control, and try to find balance in this range between the 21 moving average, 21 EMA and 50.64, this range right here. But as long as we stay above this 68, 70 area, then this is the range that we're working on, and this is going to be a big magnet. As you can see, overnight we tested, I'm going to split this again, we tested value area low from Thursday almost to the tick, and we bounced overnight, and now we're bouncing. You can see now we're getting into this wanting to test again this high volume area. So I'm gonna see, the first thing that I'm gonna be looking is, do we accept inside yesterday's value? Yesterday's value area low is at 50.84. So do we accept, or now we come back below 84 and reject it? If we do, then I will look for these lows to break and a test of the 70, and then look for longs. If we accept above 84, then I will look for yesterday's point of control at 50.91, and then this area which might be a little choppy, and then so this is the thing, if we actually get here, get to the 70s and reject and then start moving higher, I'm going to look for a travel to all the way to this area, to the 51.10. Now if it's a slow move from here, slow grinding up, then we might just test this area and then come back down. So those are the different scenarios that I'm going to be looking for. If we strong sellers show up and then this becomes the new resistance, then I'll be looking for shorts into the 50.43. NQ is also in balance. So we had a 2-day balance up here, and then we came down, and then now we're back in this area. So 3 days where we have been trading inside the previous day's range. This is a huge magnet, the 18,040. I've been talking about this forever. It seems like it's a big magnet. We keep going back to that. So keep that level in mind, mark it in your charts, because that's where we have been always coming back to. Now, to me, this looks like it wants to fill this area of with volume, because we've traded on the bottom side of this range a lot, but not much on the top. So I think just to balance this a little bit more, we need some more upside and more access to the upside. Doesn't mean that it has to happen today, but keep that in mind too. So that market likes symmetry, they like to repair imbalances. So as far as support goes, minor support will be here at 17,940, and then stronger support is at 17,800. Oil, you make the chart a little bigger. Crude oil, yesterday I mentioned that we tested the 20 moving average. We were trading down here, and I mentioned that we needed to go through all this high delta. Hold on, let me make it a little bigger if I can. Oh, I'll do that later. So I mentioned this whole area where we had high delta levels, and that we needed to go through all this to be able to rally back into the 200 moving average, and that's exactly what happened. If you look at yesterday's action, we moved here. Look at this consolidation into this area, and we were in the stream when I pointed this out. We were trying to get above it. We had a little bit of a hard time, but then once we finally broke above this, we bounced again. This became support, that was resistance. So all these positions were adjusted, and then we rallied back all the way to almost the other side of the range, and now we're trading against the 200 day moving average. Now, because we've been trading in this range back and forth, so I'm gonna be looking at this 78. I have an alert set for 78.40, and here I'm gonna be possibly looking for shorts back into this area. So when you have a range like this, you want to play the range, right? Like, you're gonna look for shorts here, look for longs here. So that's about it. I have alerts set for crude in this area and in this area. All right, I think that's about it. Oh, remember that we're next week we're gonna start seeing some rollover activity on the indexes and Nasdaq and NQ. I mean Nasdaq and ES. So just be aware of that. This good time to not trade those products and look for maybe trades in different products like oil and gold, etc. So keep that in mind, mark it in your calendars. All right, good luck to everybody.